Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This one's going to be a review of the Mackie CP2. So I got this one secondhand, and I got it several days ago. I did not do an unboxing, obviously. I got it pretty late, and I was tired, and I just didn't feel like it. And it was actually a pretty good thing that I didn't do an unboxing, because I didn't like it. I didn't like this thing when I got it. So the unboxing slash review would be pretty negatively biased. So it's a good thing that I spent some time with this thing, because I just was not a fan originally, and I think some of that was because of it being secondhand, and I'll explain why as I get into it. So yeah, the Mackie CP2 is pretty cool because it is both a mechanical slider and a magnetic slider. So you get double the fun. Yeah, so, but when I first got it, it was not, there was not much movement in this thing. It was very, janky. It was, oh god. It, the mechanical slider part was like that. And I had to you know. And then even the magnetic part was and I had to put tape on it. And so with it being all I was pretty much not a great fan of it. So I left it. I put it aside, and that was the end of the night, and I just went to sleep. And I came back the next day, and I was like, okay, let me try again. Look at this thing. Let me look at this thing again. So I was messing around with it, doing this and whatnot, and that was happening a lot. That was irritating me. But then, so I realized that was happening, and then I realized, hey, I've got myself a mechanical slider here. Let me figure out why this thing is all ugh, because at the time it was not moving well. So I put that aside, and I was like, all right, so there's screws here. Let's see what is going on. And so I wanted to take it apart, and we shall do what I did then by taking it apart. So these little, oh, camera focus, these little screws are just a T6, and I just Oh, come on. I just unscrew them. And the magnets take them. So I unscrew them. Yeah. Set them aside. And so once you unscrew them, they are the, they act as the posts for here, so that, maybe it's a little bit too bright. They act as the posts for in here, so that you can't like totally slide this thing off. But now I can totally slide this thing off because they are gone. And totally sliding this thing off reveals a little ball and pin. And that is what, that's the action here. So for mechanical sliders, you can have a ball and spring that goes against here that makes the noise, or you can have a little ball and pin. Pop this out. So yeah, this is the little ball and pin. It's housed in here. It just, whoa! It just, it stays in here. But the thing is, it's kind of dirty. But when I got this secondhand, it was really dirty. So when I took this thing apart and I found this ball and pin, well, I had expected it to be a ball and spring. So my intention was I was going to change out the ball to something else to make it smoother. But I was probably going to change it to zirconium oxide because I like that smooth action. But instead, I found this ball pin. I don't know. It's probably something else, and I'm just not remembering the term. But whatever. This housed ball pin thingy, and it was just so dirty. My fingers came away black. I was like, oh gosh. And so I looked at this and ran my finger along here, and just like black. It's still kind of dirty. And so that is what was caused. That was the villain of the story. That was, it was preventing the smooth action of the mechanical slider part. So what did I do? I took a metal wire brush and I just cleaned the heck out of it like this. Just scrubbed it. And I still take time each day to scrub this thing because it still gums up at times, and I just I scrub the heck out of it. Yeah, that helps a lot, and that gives me a smoother action. It cleaned it up, and there you go. I was able to fix it. So, if your fidgets ever kind of gum up, then get yourself a metal wire brush and just, clean it up. I do this for a lot of my fidgets. I clean them up like that. Very helpful. So, now that it is cleaned up and smoother action, still kind of dirty though, but, I'm not going to spend this whole review cleaning that up. So, we put the pinball, ball pin, whatever, back. So we're going to put this whole thing back, and we just slide that there. Slide that there, and we press it down a little bit, and there we go. It's back. So now we can choose the height of this thing by where we put the screws. So before I had the screws here, which gives me the maximum height, and it gives me 6 clicks on this mechanical slider. If I were to put the screws here, that would give me a lower height, and it would give me 5 clicks. So let's do that. Let's move the screws down. Let's try. And wait, did I put it in? Oh, darn. Okay, let's... So I have to actually have it, you know, so it can be in the post. Oh my gosh. So it can, there we go. I had it outside of this track, and so it was just screwed into here, and it immobilized the whole thing. But yeah, so yeah, now with it there, it's 5 clicks. If I were to put it up one more, it would be 6. So let's see. Whoop. Six. So let's go to 5. It makes the length of this thing, the total length of this thing, a little bit shorter, a little bit easier to handle. This magnet wants to take my screw. No, it's mine. Give it back. No. Alright, so now we are at boop, 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty then. I'll bring it up closer. 5. And smoother action after cleaning. And so we can take a look at the magnetic side, where we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 magnets on the Mackie printed side, and then on the middle sandwich side, it is 2, 4, 6. So we put this whole thing together, and man, extended full total length, it is kind of big. But so this is my major qualm in this whole thing, is this this womp, where it'll just sometimes kind of flop right off, or even kind of pinch. But when it doesn't do that, it's got a nice little 3 clicks. You can extend the whole thing and get the 3 clicks, and then go down to the mechanical side. So it is like like 3 solid clicks, and then you get the smoother movements, the softer clicks of the mechanical ones when you hold it like this, and that's kind of nice. But you can also flip it to the other side. And this way, as you're holding it, the magnets don't really the magnet side doesn't really, it can't really flop out, which is good. So I had to learn these techniques, I guess, for the Mackie CP2 for this review, to be less biased, I guess, because this is nice. This feels nice, because you get the click click, and then the less clicks, or you can even just I don't know, there are multiple ways that you can play with this thing, which is cool. And at first I thought it was just way unwieldy, and it's I thought, you know, nobody's got giant hands for this unless, I don't know, maybe I'm just you know, I had thought that, but then I remembered that I got tiny hands. So that was, again, my bias. And then, you know, you can kind of just hold down the magnet side and just play with the mechanical side. Or, you know, flip it over and just have the just have the, oh my gosh, just have the magnetic side, which, you know, okay, one day I'm gonna get the hang of this. There's got to be a trick to it for it to not do the, for it to not do that. There's got to be a trick. Maybe I'm pressing it wrong or something. I don't know. You know, I don't know. But maybe it's just me. But yeah, this thing is cool. And yeah, it's cool. And if you can get yourself one, you know, and you're not, you know, you can get over this whole floppy magnet side, then I would recommend it. So the other thing about this is that after a while of playing, you can really feel the design choice physically. This design choice as it goes and passes through, you know, because after, you know, lots of time playing, these ridges do, I mean, you're gonna feel it. And it's not crazy uncomfortable, but you feel it. Ow. And this thing bites sometimes. It's a little bitey. And you know, you got these. But yeah. So you will feel this pass through like that. And after a while, if you have no calluses like me, it's somewhat of an irritant. It is abrasive a little bit. Yeah. So there will be some redness. And so it's like, Mackie, what you doing with this design choice? But I mean, at the same time, it looks so cool. So I guess that's why they went for it. Because maybe they weren't thinking about people with no calluses on their hands. But I mean, ouch. In the end, I guess maybe they learned from this because, you know, we can look at the CP3 Nano, and it is square and smooth. And even the CP3 not Nano, which I don't have, it's you know, it's a rectangle and it's smooth, and these edges are totally rounded, totally smooth. So, you know, you can be playing with this, and as it passes through, it's fine. Like, it's totally smooth, and it's not abrasive, it's not, you know, still comes apart, but that is their style. But this is nice. It's soft, almost. So yeah. And then the other CP whatever designs I've seen are also like rectangular and smooth and rounded, so I don't know, maybe they gave this up. I don't know if there are more designs like this. I am not sure. But either way, this cool looking industrial kind of design or whatever is well, it is somewhat abrasive after long times of play. I don't know. It's pros and cons. Either way, this thing has found a home in my pocket, and while I did not like it at first, now I'm kind of addicted to it. It's fun. It's just so much fun. Yeah, just doing this. Except for that. That's the negative. That's the con. But yeah, overall, pretty neat. CP2. Yeah, I like it. It's fun. It's weird. It's neat. Even though it's got this like floppy thing. You got meh. So yeah, that's I think that's everything for this little guy. Whoops. The Mackie CP2 review is, I think, in conclusion. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Do you guys like this? Do you guys have one? Have I been using it totally wrong? This Arg. It gets me. But anyway, yeah, what are your thoughts? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you just kind of find it neutral? Or whatever. So yeah. And that's pretty much it. If you like this video, please like the video. Please subscribe. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Yeah. I was trying to wave, but that did not turn out well. Bye, guys.